Hi, today we're going to talk about complaining in your relationship and what you can do instead that will get you much better results and deepen your love and connection. I'm Marie Elizabeth Molly, and this is Relationship Alchemy. When you have a complaint in your relationship, it's actually a veiled desire or unmet need. For example, if you have a complaint that your partner gets home too late every night from work, or they watch too much TV, or the desire might be that's behind the complaint, right? The desire behind the complaint might be that you want to spend more time together. It might be that you want to feel like you're more of a priority. It might be that you miss having dinner with them and you want to start having dinner together several nights a week. The deeper unmet need might be to feel like you matter. So the first thing to do when you have a complaint in your relationship is to look behind it and figure out what your actual desire or unmet need is. I know it's so much easier to blame your loved one or your loved ones for not giving you what you want or doing things the way you wish they would. But blaming them actually renders you powerless, and that sucks. The truth is, you're not powerless. You just haven't been asking clearly for what you want. So you don't actually even know yet whether or not they're willing to show up for you in the ways that you want them to. And the only way to find out if they're willing is to ask. And it's key that you actually ask in a non-shaming, a non-blaming way, because that makes it much more likely that they'll say yes to you. So the key is to begin mining your complaints for the clues they hold in them about what you actually want or a need that's not being met. And then the next step, once you're clear on what your desire or need is to express it directly to your partner without laying blame on top of it. So instead of leading with a complaint, which will usually make them get defensive and creates more distance between you, let them know vulnerably and truthfully what you want instead. Newsflash, leading with your desire in your relationship will elicit a much better response from your loved one than leading with your complaints. So instead of saying, you always get home so late from work, and even later than I get home, and I'm working really hard, and we never see each other anymore, and that sucks. You could say, we've both been working really hard these days, and I miss seeing you in the evening. How about we pick a night this week where we both can be done by 6 or 7, and we spend the evening together with our phones off? How does that sound? Can you see how that's a vulnerable and attractive invitation instead of making them wrong by complaining about their hours? The final step in this equation is that if your partner says yes and follows through on giving you what you want, be grateful. Thank them. Praise them. Show up radiant and let them see how good it feels. Let them feel how much you enjoy it when they give to you. In this way, it begins to create a positive feedback loop in their brain that spending time with you feels good, and giving you what you want also feels good. And then they're more likely to do it next time, right? So we often have so much backed up resentment that we haven't handled that when our loved ones do nice things for us, we often don't even register it and we keep on complaining. I've certainly done that. My invitation is to just stop it. Make yesterday the last time you did that. We're going to talk in other episodes about how to handle your resentment, but for now, do your best to notice and respond positively when your loved one does something that feels good to you. So you can start building this positive feedback loop of asking for what you want and need, having those wants and needs be met, being appreciative of your loved one's efforts, which makes it easier to ask next time, easier for them to give to you, and easier for you to appreciate them again. Now, if the partner is with the one with more complaints, invite them to share their desire or unmet need with you when they complain to you. When I forget to do this practice and I start complaining to my partner, he'll often say something like, hey, so what's the desire behind that complaint? And because I'm committed to relating with him in this way, I pause, I figure it out, and then I share it with him. Practicing this creates a positive feedback loop between you that lifts and improves your relationship, lifting it out of the long-term grumbling, resentments, and distancing, and passive-aggressive little jabs, and complaining, and all the shenanigans we get into when we're not really expressing what we want, so we're not getting what we want, and we're focusing on our complaints and our dissatisfaction. So today, we've covered what to do instead of complaining in your relationships so that you can get better results and have more love and connection. I'm Marie Elizabeth Molly, your relationship alchemist. Until next time, remember, a great relationship starts with you.